Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pregame from the Pond, Madison Mallard Pregame Show. Derek Brizendine alongside Alec Dopp. And Alec, welcome to the playoffs.
Absolutely, Derek. I mean, what can you say? It's an exciting time of the season. Everything kind of funneled into, how the playoffs, formulated with all seeding and stuff last night, and it was really everyone that was glued to their computer and TV screens last night for sure. A lot of close games to determine what we're going to see today.
It was really a night of up and downs, a weekend of up and downs, because all Madison had to do to clinch that 2 seed and home field advantage was their magic number was 2. So whether that's 2 Madison wins or a Madison win, Green Bay loss, or 2 Green Bay losses, some combination of that is what they needed. And you thought, that's not going to be a problem. But coming out of Saturday, we only got one of those, and that was a Green Bay loss. So we were all kind of a little nervous, didn't know quite where the team was going to go.
Yeah, you mentioned that combination of, the magic number, the wins and the losses on behalf of Green Bay and Madison. But, last night, that number, coming into last night, that number was 1. And we, fortunately for the Mallards and their playoff seeding kind of hopes, they got both of those things they wanted. They got the Green Bay loss, although it didn't really look like it was going to be a loss for much of that game in Wisconsin Rapids. But last night, the Mallards took care of business, not before, a valiant late inning comeback from the Loggers. But, that combination worked out for the Mallards, and here we are today on Monday.
Yesterday's scoreboard watching, you didn't know until the very end. We had people saying, oh, we're going to host, and that was about the 5th inning. And then all of a sudden, here comes lacrosse. And then Green Bay, they take the lead, and it's pump the brakes, guys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And then, like you said, Madison finished it out, and Wisconsin Rapids finished it out and just put the icing on the cake there and got the win over Green Bay. So, like we've been saying, Madison will host tonight here at the Duck Pond. They will host the Bullfrogs, actually, and the Lacrosse Loggers will be in Kenosha. Should be 2 very good games here in the South Division.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these 4 teams are probably the clear-cut best 4 teams in the division all season. Kenosha, I mean, we could run through every team and kind of figure out what they're good at, and they're really good at everything, and that's why they're here. Kind of getting back to last night's game, I mean, the Bullfrogs had that, I think it was something like a 7-3 lead at one point heading into the 7th inning in Rapids, and, the Raptors, who have been playing really, really great ball, in the month of August, they came back and they showed why, they are not a team to be reckoned with, possibly, Fortunately, they're not in the playoffs because they were swinging the bat well, but they, proved and helped the Mallards last night, and obviously a combination of factors helped the Mallards in their win last night in lacrosse, but, they really held off what was really a hot swinging lacrosse Loggers club who actually led the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the month of August, heading into tonight's games. So a big win for sure last night for the Mallards.
4 very good teams here in the South Division, 4 very good teams in the North Division. It's going to be an exciting week of Northwoods League baseball here, as striving for that 3rd league title, bringing it here to Madison. But there is a road to go through because Kenosha is a very tough team to beat at home. So kind of their odds tonight, I'd say they're elevated against lacrosse to win because they're there at home and they've been very good there at historic Simmons Field.
Oh, absolutely. They've been, we mentioned they're the clear-cut best team probably in the South Division for sure. But, we kind of talked about this a couple hours ago in the press box here at Warner Park. They played at St. Cloud last night, and that's a bit of a drive back to Kenosha, about 7 hours or so. So that might play a factor, just getting the guys rested up and awake for the game. But, I kind of mentioned, I've been saying this a couple days in a row now, I think if any team can beat Kenosha at home, it's the Loggers. And you take a look at the way they've kind of swung the bat lately, especially in the month of August, leading the league in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage. Honestly, if I had to pick one team to beat Kenosha in Kenosha tonight, it's the Loggers and the MVP of the league, who is Mason McCoy, which was announced yesterday. So it's going to be extremely interesting scoreboard watching tonight.
A big congratulations to Mason McCoy. That's very high honor. But another guy that we talked about that maybe could have also gotten that honor is our very own Tony Gonsolin. Not trying to be too biased here, but that guy, he's had just a great summer here in Madison.
Yeah, he entered the season, the spring season with St. Mary's as one of the finalists for the John Olerud Award, which is the best two-way player in Division I college baseball. He followed that up with a crazy season on the mound and at the plate for the Gales. And he came to Madison as a temporary player, and we've mentioned that throughout the season in the pregame shows here. And last night he had a 2-inning save with a couple of strikeouts to preserve that 10-7 win that the Mallards eventually got. But as Madison's leadoff hitter, which is something he wasn't doing earlier in the season last night, he went 3 for 5 with a double and a couple of RBIs. So I mean, what can this guy not really do? What can he do? To be honest, it's getting to that point.
He's one guy that we're really going to look forward to watching this week, and being a leader out there on the field. He always finds a way to control his emotions and control his teammates. He's always helping out. Just does a great job out there on the mound. And another guy that's going to be big to watch this week, and it's been great having him back, Jake Roberts.
Oh, Jake Roberts, yeah. He started the season from coming out of Yakima Valley Community College. He had a great year with the Yaks over there, and a great spring season, I should say, and then he came to the Mallards. Unfortunately, had to let him go because he wasn't swinging the bat very well, and he didn't really fit into our Donnie Scott's defensive probably plans. He played a poor third base probably to begin the season, to be honest. But he stepped forward absolutely over the last couple days for the Mallards, and definitely a big addition with his experience in the Northwoods League from earlier this season. And you have to figure that's going to play a huge role tonight.
And over the summer, he took care of what he needed to, and then came back here, and it didn't even look like he missed a beat. Actually, he greatly improved. His third base in the last few games has been outstanding. Definitely a good guy to have there. Switch off between him and Charlie Cody. That's going to be a good combination at third base, and really going to need it tonight as playing a very tough Green Bay team. Have Andrew Beckwith on the mound, easily one of the Mallards' best between him and AJ Bogucki that are left. So either one's good to have on the mound, but Beckwith on the mound, going to be great. Going to be important that he has a good game tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You can't say anything more than that, Derek. Beckwith, among active Mallard starting pitchers with at least 5 starts, he leads the team in ERA right now. That's one thing, but on the other hand, he's only walked 10 batters this season, which is a walk per 9 ratio of 1.9. That's outstanding, despite probably a little bit fewer strikeouts than he would have liked. Anyways, getting back to the key, I mean, Green Bay, they led the league with 188 stolen bases this year. So not putting guys on base is going to be absolutely crucial for the Mallards tonight and Beckwith, especially early in the game, and then getting back to that third base defense from whoever plays third base today, whether it be Charlie Cody or Jake Roberts. The Green Bay puts the ball in play, and the hot corner is arguably one of the most important position in the infield. In a league kind of like the Northwoods League, where guys, especially right-handed hitters, try to look to pull the ball with authority down the line, and getting that solid glove at third base and not limiting limiting the walks you kind of distribute to Green Bay is going to be, I think, is going to be the storyline tonight.
Another big key here for Beckwith. Last time he was out on the mound, kind of lost control of his emotions a little bit, kind of let the game get to him a little bit too much, the umpire get to him. And in a playoff game, emotions are going to be running high as is. Going to be very important for him to keep things under control so we are able to go on to tomorrow and face either the Loggers or the Kingfish. We'll see what happens. Going to be very exciting playoff baseball here from the Duck Pond. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you back here later this week.